and talk about the financial implications. We know that biotech investing it's high risk, but the rewards can be huge. So what kind of upside are we talking about here if Selection hits a home run with these therapies?
Well, the global cancer treatment market, it's worth billions of dollars. And if Selection's therapies prove, as effective as that early data suggests, they could capture a pretty significant chunk of that market. We're talking blockbuster drug potential. The kind of success that could turn a small biotech company into a major player in the pharmaceutical industry.
It's a classic David versus Goliath story, isn't it? A small, relatively unknown company taking on some of the biggest names in the business.
And we all know that those underdog stories can have the most dramatic endings.
So let's bring it back to our listener. They've heard all the arguments, they've weighed the risks and rewards, and now they're trying to decide, is Selection worth the gamble? What would you tell them?
Well, I would just reiterate what we've discussed throughout this whole deep dive. Investing in Selection, it's really a bet on the future. It's a bet that their RNAi therapies will prove safe and effective. It's a bet that they'll successfully navigate that whole complex regulatory process, and ultimately it's a bet that they'll bring a product to market that actually generates significant revenue.
So it's a high stakes bet with the potential for huge rewards, but also significant risks.
Exactly, and that's why it's so crucial to do your due diligence, to understand your own personal risk tolerance, and to make sure that this investment aligns with your overall financial goals.
Yeah, that's great advice. Don't make any rash decisions based solely on what you've heard here today. Take some time to really digest this information. Do your own research and maybe even consult a financial advisor before you make any moves.
Yeah, remember that the biotech landscape it's constantly shifting. New information is always emerging. So stay informed, monitor the situation, and be prepared to adapt your strategy as needed.
Well, I think we've covered just about everything there is to know about Selection Therapeutics for now. It's been quite a journey, hasn't it? From the science behind their RNAi therapies to the roller coaster ride of their stock and all the complexities in between.
It has been fascinating, and I wouldn't be surprised if we revisit Selection in a future episode. It's definitely a company worth keeping an eye on.
Agreed. And remember, this deep dive is just a starting point for your own exploration. Keep asking questions, keep learning, and stay curious. We'll see you next time for another deep dive into the world of science, technology,